Yo! Yo, yo, yo! Why is it so loud in my ear? How's it going, everyone? Sarah, Geeky, Sparrow, Croptic, Cat. Cake Tins. Already got me on the TV? That's... You don't need my big head on your TV. Where are you? Where is everybody? Why are you so distant? There we go. Now I can see you. Perfect. Born! What up? Oh, Born, are you happy that... Are you still watching, or reading, should I say, Witch Watch? Celebrating its 2nd year. Quite impressive. Bam, 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 bam. That music is too loud for me. Finally bagged another job interview. Well done. With Tesco's again? Same store? That would be nice. It was just for the Christmas period before, right? Well, they've had you before, so hopefully they'll take you on again. Good luck. Ba, ba, ba. Tesco should sell manga. Do you reckon you can use your club card on that? And get discounts? That would be amazing. Oh, what if they do 3 for 2? Maybe they do like something you do compacted with a meal deal. You buy a meal deal and get like manga half price. That would be amazing. Is there one in Durham? How long does it take you to get to Durham? Circle Dude. How's it going? Ba, ba, ba. Right, where is 2 secs? Suddenly getting really hot in the stream room. Meal deal with manga? Yeah, it'll be great. You go out at lunch, get a meal deal, get a book. Sounds good to me. Himika. Wait, hang on 1 second. Is that the Himika? Does that mean I have all 3 dudettes in the chat at the same time? That can't be right. Himika's got a video going live in like 27 minutes. Happy to make one of my streams? No way. All 3 back to back to back. That is crazy. I'm honored. Where is your Discord? Attention! Today is a momentous occasion where I am joined, we are all joined in fact today, by the Dudettes. Thank you for joining me today. I am very honoured. I don't deserve any of this. For those of you who don't know, the Dudettes consist of 3 wonderful manga collectors. We have Geeky, the queen of smut, who indulges way more than she should do into degeneracy. And just as degenerate is Cake Tins, the queen of isekai, and Himika, whose belches can be heard across all of the kingdom. So it is today that I implore you, please join their Discord. They are 2 members away from the big 500. Cake Tins has said if they hit 500, there will be a momentous occasion, a big games night. We're talking Among Us, Fall Guys, Jackbox, Mario Kart, all with prizes. It will be a good old time. This is the kind of thing that we need. More community events. At the moment, Alex the Queer was the last person to join the server. By the end of this speech, I need 2 more people to go in and join join the server. And if the event doesn't sell you on joining, then let's have a quick look at the chat and chill section where you chat and chill. There's Nyanko. He is expressing his love for this little, what is it, like a spice rack? Oh, you can put your manga on it. That makes sense. I think Cactus has one of this. They have off topic where you can talk about non-manga things, I guess. Reading. I posted something the other day. I read Alice in Borderland and I detest vertical panels. So I just had to express that. If you want to go talk about games, they've got games, juicy memes, but the best thing, if you ask me, is probably the pets. We have Doggy. Doggy on the bed. Sofa. More doggies. More doggies. More doggies. This is my little boy. He's an indoor cat. And, do I click it? Not safe for work? Boop! I shouldn't have clicked it. But join the Discord. It is literally 2 members away. Rigo, thank you for joining. We need one more person. Because I don't think this updates. But once we hit the big 500, you 3 can do your whatever it is you're going to do. A big event. It's what we all need. More community-driven events. We love doggies and kitties too. All of them. I'm sure I saw a non-dog or cat in here once. Rabbits. Who doesn't like a rabbit? More kitties. More bunnies. Is that a cat? That's a cat. Hey, look, it's another black cat. I like this one. I already liked it. My bad. But yes, if you haven't already, please join the Discord. And just so I don't know, Katie says she's going to give away manga. So hopefully I can get some. If that hasn't sold it to you, then I guess you don't need any extra friends. Well, I got one extra person to join, which makes me happy. Yep. I've been scripting that for the past 3 months. All right, what are we doing today? Oh, my bad. Ark, dude, how's it going? All right, now that speech is over, we can actually go ahead and start the stream, hopefully. Touch wood. Where is it? Why can't I find it? There we go. Now I'm getting nervous. My stream setup isn't working. Sorry guys, bear with me just 2 seconds. It's missing. Oh well. Right, today we don't have anything special today. I want to go over some of the VIZ and Yen Press announcements. I say Yen Press, it was literally one digital release. But I want to go over some of the VIZ announcements. I was maybe going to put it all to a vote to see what is actually interesting, to see what I should pick up. Because I'm terrible when it comes to new series. I have no idea what's good. I have no idea what's bad. So you guys can tell me what to pick up. I also have a manga haul for later, so I'll probably do that sometime after 9 o'clock, most likely. Most excellent speech. Thank you, Geeky. That makes me happy. Hopefully you guys hit 500 members on your Discord soon. Pick your poison. Don't tell me they're all bad. Did we get any Kodansha announcements? I don't think we did. I think it was just Yen Press and mainly VIZ. Yen Press announced one thing, and it was a digital release, and it was a sequel. Not that that really matters, but... Liddy! How's it going? How's your evening? Are you feeling any better? You've had it rough after Christmas. You're losing your voice and whatnot. Did anybody read anything over the weekend? Did anybody purchase anything over the weekend? The latency of the stream seems to be much improved. Yeah, I think it's set to maximum. I don't know what it was. When I first started streaming on YouTube, I had a really low latency, really high latency, sorry. So it was like 15 to 20 seconds before you saw my reply, which kind of sucked. But recently they've added an extra low latency mode for me, which I'm pretty stoked about, which means hopefully I can read the chat and reply and then you can see it instantly. You don't have to wait like 30 seconds. You read 7 volumes. It's 7 volumes in one day. And you managed to do all like your YouTube member stuff. That's crazy. How fast do you read? Because it takes me a long time. Only because I go over all of the panels so many times. Right, where's my chill playlist? Ah, there it was. It was at the top. Music. There we go. Finished reading Blue Period through to volumes 11. Is it good? I saw a lot of people drop off after like, I think the 3rd or 4th volume. But I heard it picks up when they go to college, which is like volume 6 or 5 or 6 or something. The fact that you read all 11 volumes shows that it's good enough, I'd say. No purchases from you, Zoe. That kind of sucks. In saying that, you did say that you weren't going to purchase anything during February, right? I hope you don't break the promise. You watched Junji Ito on Netflix, Kat? I feel like, what did I watch? He had that he had like an anime compilation of a lot of his short works, I think 2-3 years ago. I feel like the transition from physical, from still images, which are quite chilling, to animation just doesn't translate very well. I didn't find it as scary as his illustrations. Guys, I'm scared. There are too many of you now in the chat. I can't read all of your messages to reply to every single one of you straight away. You'd never break a promise? I hope you don't. Book buying bans are a myth for you. You've got to be more regimented, and strict with yourself. To be fair, what else are you going to spend the money on? Food? Bills? Yuck. Got the first 6 volumes of Delicious and Dungeon. I really like the artwork for it. Is it like just a dungeon crawler anime or manga, or is it more about the food, or is it like a combination of both? Manga is my sustenance. So you like chewing on paper. So you're like a goat or a camel. They eat paper. Think I might buy a notebook case this month. Do you have any space? I can't see your walls in any of your videos. Unless you're going to block the door. Comedy, a combination of both with a healthy dose of comedy. I think I was talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Cam over Christmas, and he said he was looking to pick it up, or he'd already picked it up and he had read it, or he'd read it online. He wanted to pick it up. Either way, he said it was really interesting. Maybe I'll stick it on the list. Are they regularly available? Hopefully. I find with the price of manga recently, it's becoming so expensive, especially things like from Yen Press, because they don't have like a UK tag at the back. Each shop tends to just charge whatever they want, which is super annoying because there's no consistency. Did I just compare? No, I didn't compare you to a goat. You're like the goat, you know, like GOAT, greatest of all time. Get it? Get it? Nice save. Monk will be my insulation. With the price of electricity going up and gas. Actually, I don't know if gas is going up, but electricity definitely. It's probably the only way to stay warm. Pretty easy to come by. Okay, I'll stick it on the list because it's looked good for so long, and I feel bad because I did say to Cam that I was going to maybe pick it up, although I haven't spoken to him in a while. Yen Press used to be $9.90 now. Now these are the $12.99. That is insane. I feel like it changes from series to series. I've seen some that are still $9.99 in Forbidden Planet, or maybe that's just because they're older volumes. But it's saying that they still don't have a UK. They still don't have a UK price on them. Why are you so loud in my ear? There we go. Could always start a bonfire with manga. Ark, you're about to start an unwanted fight in the chat. If you're willing to burn some of your manga, I'll buy it off you, not a problem. Bright Skater Forbidden Planet International. Sick. I would like London to get one because we've got 2 standard stores and they only really do 3 for 2, as many of you know, on VIZ. And sometimes they do it on the 18 plus in the headquarters. But that would be dope. A more local international store. If only I gave out manga last week. You can't blame me for your inability to guess a series, okay? Use your eyes, use your knowledge, use your brain. Don't blame me just because you lost. It's not my fault. So 1 Yen Press for 3 for 2 in London. I don't believe you. I'm sure it is heard of. I did the I'm sure many of you have already seen, I did the Forbidden Planet trip over the space of like 2.5 days last year. And in my head, I thought after doing it, I should go and do an international version. And then I found out that they have one in New York. And I just put a nail in that one. I think I'd have to spend a week. And there's so many more stores. I think there's 17 or 18 stores. There's a Forbidden Planet in Rome. I guess it would have to be like a a 2-week thing then. And Dublin, right? Definitely 2 weeks. Yeah, there's no way. Are they new, Rome and Dublin? Because when I looked at their website, so where is this? Oh, this is just the online store. Belfast, Birmingham, Brighton, Cardiff, Dublin, Edinburgh. To be fair, it might not necessarily be on their main page. Yeah, because it doesn't even list the New York one. I guess this is just the UK website. Do they have... I'm sure... How did I find out that there was one in New York? Worlds Apart. What the hell is Worlds Apart? Why does that name ring a bell? Surely one of you knows what Worlds Apart is, right? There's a Forbidden Planet in Atlantica as well. Let's go. You and me, Ark. All the way. Sheffield one is crap. Zoe agrees. Why is it crap? Surely any of them would be good, right? Surely they're all the same, right? No? Worlds Apart was another comic book store chain. The Forbidden Planet bought. Ah, okay. So I presume they've just kept the name then. Right? The whole section is bad. You'd think that they would all be roughly the same. What would be really annoying is if each store had like dedicated genres that they were allocated. That would be horrible. But also give people incentive to travel more. I would love to maybe go see them all. Maybe just UK ones and not the... No, Dubai and whatnot. Because I don't think I could afford... I don't think I could afford to go to London, let alone go to America or Dubai. Yeah, Birmingham's good. The normal Forbidden Planet one was good. But I don't know about the international. It's crazy. In Liverpool, they have two. Like, literally from 2 roads apart. I just don't understand sometimes. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. All right. I think we can start. Where is... Apparently each store orders their own stock. Really? You'd think they'd have like one big warehouse. I guess they maybe, I don't know, maybe they know their regulars. People who come in and actually ask for a particular series. I can imagine most of the popular Shonen Jump series, or most of VIZ, is probably stacked up in all of them. Bam, 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 bam. All right, it is 25 past, and you know what that means. Himiko's about to go live. So I expect most of you to leave, which is fine. But if you don't come back, enjoy the rest of your evening. But the Manga Haul will happen most likely after her video. Or maybe I don't have a Manga Haul at all. Who knows? Multitasking. Dude, last week I did a massive manga quiz, which is why I messaged you asking you how long was your video, because I know people like to watch your video live, which is fine. I've got no issues with that. But I didn't want them to miss out, so I wanted to do the manga quiz after your video finished. But when I was looking at your stream, Cake Tins and Chris Captures, who was live last week, he was here last week. They were chatting to me in your chat. As long as no one else is there talking to me. It was the meanest manga quiz ever. Guys, you guys suck. I gave you the answers at the end, and I'm pretty sure everybody said, yeah, I knew that one. Yeah, I know that one. It's not my fault. At the end of this month, it'll be an easier one. Maybe. Who knows? Someone last video got to tell me about the quality of Welcome to the Brew Room physical. Yeah, it's actually really nice. Where is it? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not amazing. What the hell? Get up here. Are you moving? I can't tell if you're moving or not. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's the cover itself is quite tough. I don't know if you have anything else by like the VIZ signature line. A lot of their books are like really floppy. This one isn't particularly floppy. So it's still quite stiff. And the spine is quite stiff as well. But I don't think it's stiff enough that it would crease. The paper quality is just standard. It's nothing, just the average paper quality, I think. Like the newspaper, I guess you call it. Yeah, kind of like a light yellow. But yeah, I think it's good. It's well worth it. Has this guy got a scar on his face, or is that sweat? I can't tell. Yeah, no, it's really good. If you're going to pick it up physically, I don't think you'll have any issues with it. There's no it's all plain in the sense that it's just glossed all the way over. There's no stickers or highlights or embossment or anything like that. So I can imagine all the other volumes will be exactly the same. You got volume 1 years ago, but I haven't seen any of the other volumes. To be fair, I think I'm the same. I bought this one, I didn't see a single other volume. I'll read it. Probably never. Where's... There we go. Ba, ba, ba. Himika, what are you doing here? Your video goes live in literally a couple of seconds. Get out of here. Leave, with all due respect. Alright. So is anybody excited about the single Yen Press announcement that they did? Rose Guns Days. Sorrowful Cross Knife. I think it's a prequel to the Rose Guns Days, and I have no idea what that is. It's also digital. I don't know. There was a few people that were hyped up about Yen Press announcement that they just announced one series. I've never heard of this one before. Does anyone have this physically? Is it even out physically? Who even is the mangaka? Oh, it has an anime as well, which I didn't know. That came out 2012. Wow, that's pretty old. How dare do I speak that way to a dudette? I politely asked her to leave. She's got a responsibility to her chat. Okay? She doesn't need to be here. She should have all her attention here. Apologies. Sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude. If I was. Where are all these emotes coming from? How do you emote? Look at that. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's excited about this one. When saying that, Laura G, she commented. Oh, she likes the cover. I thought maybe she had watched it. Being productive. You should leave. Go entertain your chat. I'll probably be here when your video ends. So VIZ had a load of announcements this week. When was it? Friday, I think, like late afternoon. They announced a bunch of they did a Spy Family. Was it a Spy Family coloring book or a Demon Slayer coloring book? They've got like a My Hero How to Draw book that you can pick up. I don't know if it's going to teach you how to actually draw them or if it's going to teach you how to draw them like they are shown in this little image, like all cartoonified and whatnot, which is a little bit weird. There we go. It's obviously aimed at little kids. I think if I was 12 again, I would probably eat this up. Or if I didn't have a 9-to-5 job, I'd probably buy it. But I'd be interested to see who picks this kind of stuff up. Probably parents for their kids, most likely. The announcements of disappointment. I think there was a few quite interesting ones that I'm looking forward to. But considering how many, I've got 1, 2, 3... I've got like 15 tabs open. And I'm really only interested in 2. So yeah, I guess maybe disappointment is right. I'd also be interested to know how many copies of this kind of thing they sell, because they always do it for not Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and My Hero, and I'm sure there's a couple of other series that I can't think of off the top of my head that also get the same treatment. But I'd be interested to know how many copies that they actually sell. Disappointed in the lack of variety. I think most of it was just shonen, right? In saying that, I'm sure there was 2 shoujo in there, right? Who's the creator who did Nana? They're doing one of her old series from like 1995, right? Naruto, yes, Naruto got one as well. I think maybe because Naruto was still like popular and still airing the last like few years, and now they've like transitioned over to Boruto. That's the reason why it's so popular still. I'm surprised they haven't done one for Bleach, but Bleach has been like in hiatus and like kind of off the grid because the anime stopped airing, and then no one was really talking about the manga. But it's just come back. But I don't think I don't think Bleach would get a book. Yeah, I don't think many of us are probably interested in the art book. This is also another thing that I don't really understand. Obviously, Spy Family is, again, super popular. But it's some sort of like ultimate guide containing interviews with the mangaka and tribute illustrations. I guess the only thing I can compare this to is probably the Death Note Volume 13, if anyone picked up that, which is basically just a breakdown of the whole series. But to have an interview with the mangaka and like sell it off as a book, I don't know if that's scummy. Are people actually interested in this kind of thing? I can imagine most of you guys aren't, right? Funny because Bleach has the best character design. Yeah. In terms of what they physically look like and also their style of clothes as well. Guys are something you look at once and never pick up again. Yeah. or you have it for like collector's purpose if you really, 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 really like a series. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Coloring books are generally towards kids rather than adults. Yeah. Like I said, I'd definitely pick a couple of these coloring books up if I had the time, but... Then Demon Slayer got a couple of things as well. Again, I just think because of the popularity of it, like 2 years ago, they're just throwing so many things out. Chainsaw Man is getting a similar thing. It got a novel. I think it got a novel, a light novel that's coming out as well. And then, what the hell is this? I didn't even look at this. Tanjiro and the rest of the Demon Slayer Corps are facing their greatest challenge yet. School life. That sucks. Is this going to be like the Attack on Titan one? Where they're just going to be playing themselves but in school life? It's not a light novel, right? Yeah, I don't know what I think anymore. A lot of the time I just think it's cash grabs in hopes that all the young kids will want to pick stuff like this up. And to be fair, I do see a few people out there who have this kind of stuff in their collection. Hoping for Kingdom, but generally believe it's a pipe dream. Yeah, I don't think that will happen anytime soon, to be honest. Maybe, but it's unlikely. It's been going on for how long was it? 40, 50 volumes? 67 volumes and still ongoing. Started 2006. Man, nearly 20 years ago. That's crazy. So it's Attack on Titan Junior High School, but Demon Slayer this time. Yes, exactly that. And I presume that their personalities will be exactly the same. What is this? Celebrated 20 years of Full... 20? No, it hasn't been 20 years of Full Metal Alchemist. ...2001. Did you guys know that the 90s wasn't 10 years ago? That's crazy. Man. Ah, now I feel depressed. So this is just a, what does it say? Contains a complete collection of all of the short manga from the series run. Short manga? What, like 4 comas and stuff? Plus bonus new prose story? Prose? What's prose? Prose? What is this word? I've never seen this word before.
Prose.
Oh, it's just prose. What is it? Original spoken language in its original form. Cool. The art is stellar though. You got 14 days until you leave your 20s. Don't worry about it. Age is nothing but a number. Just sort of the last 2 hardcovers of FMA. I'm super jealous of all of you who have the... are they called collector's editions or they're just hardbacks? I don't know what the name is. But I'm jealous of all of you because the covers look stunning. Absolutely amazing. And if I could, I would love to upgrade. Were they literally the last 2, like volumes 17 and 18? Or were you missing like some in between? No, we're all the same age as Ash, forever 10. Well, he's retired now, so he's most likely going to start aging. But yeah, that was all the terrible stuff that I'm not particularly interested in. But the main thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's like 7 or 8 series that people are actually quite interested in. The first is JoJo's Part 6, Stone Ocean. In my head, for some reason, this was already in print, but clearly I was probably just thinking about the anime. And I think we're at part 8 at the moment, someone said last week. You love Stone Ocean? Tell that to Cake Tins. She needs to start getting on top of her JoJo's reading. Do you think, because I've not read any JoJo's, as a new reader, could I just jump into any point? Because I know all of the parts have different JoJo's and it's like their own self-contained story. But do I need to start from the beginning, or can I start at any point? And can I read in any order? So could I read part 5, then go to part 2, and then read part 3, and then part 1, then part 4? And still like have a cohesive story and understand what's going on, including like the world. Is it all set on Earth? I presume so. I don't know. Will anyone buddy read with you? No. Read it from the beginning. Okay. Because I know the stands, I think you guys said that the stands start from part 2, right? Or part 3? Need to read from the beginning. Okie dokie. I guess considering it says JoJo's Bizarre Adventure part 6, you would start from the beginning, wouldn't you? I just presume because they have different JoJo's that you got a chance to jump in at any point. Kind of like Doctor Who, you know? Gave up on JoJo's after part 2. That bad? Need to buddy read Chainsaw Man? I'll probably buddy read Chainsaw Man. Not JoJo's. Where can you read JoJo's on the Shonen Jump app? I'm not going to check my phone. Who knows, Araki might make JoJo's in space one day. I'm surprised he hasn't. Yeah, I see a few people quite interested in this one. I don't think I'll pick this one up, especially if I need to start from the beginning. I definitely have not got any intention of picking this one up. I presume, because I know JoJo's, originally it came out in singles, right? But now they're all just coming out in hardback. Are they doing any new series, like any new parts in singles? Or is everything now just hardback now? Is that just their standard? Soft spot for 3 and 4. This is another one by the creator of Spy Family, Tatsuya Endo. This is, I think, his 3rd work before Spy Family. Now, we're already getting... Is it Tetsuya? Tetsuya? Spy X Family. I think it's called Tetsuya. Maybe I'm making it up. Bam, bam, bam. Tista. So we're getting Tista, I think, next month or the month after, which came out like 8 years before Spy Family, and this one came out 2010. So 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Crazy. Again, we're seeing this more and more often with popular anime or manga. If the mangaka has any short stories, they're kind of just filtering them through. And I've said this, I think I said this with Tetsuya as well. Just pick up this, and if you don't like it, it probably won't be printed to high heavens, and at some point you can probably resell it at a later date and probably still keep the money. Like, make your money back, sorry. JoJo hella fine. Aren't they all hella fine? Like, all big, muscly, beefy 14-year-olds? Wait, Himiko, you can't say that they're fine when they're 14, right? But yeah, I'm always a bit dubious to purchase some of these older series, because if it's a one-shot, fair enough. But if it's a series that got cancelled after 1 or 2 volumes, then surely... How many volumes is this? Is this just a single? It's 5 volumes. The fact that it didn't last very long, a year and a half, a year and like 3 months, it's probably not going to be great. But obviously everyone who's a big fan of Spy Family will most likely pick this one up. And I'll probably be one of them. Now, this is the one that I saw got the most love from a lot of people. Sakisaka has a few other works that are currently, well, I don't know if they're in print, but they're not too difficult to come by. Is it Alhara Ride? And what was the other one? Is it Love Me Not? Does she do that as well? Or am I just making that up? Yes, it is. I was right. I remember. But a lot of the series that I've looked of hers tend to not really be... There's always like 1 or 2 volumes that are hard to pick up. And I kind of don't want to be in that position again where I'm picking up a series and there's like 3 volumes that just... You can't get them despite the series being over in like 10 to 13 volumes. So it'd be nice to finally pick up a brand new shoujo series from the beginning and hopefully keep on top of it. Because I love her artwork. You're not a fan of Sakisaka? Why not? Is it the stories that you're not interested in? Is it because all of her stuff is high school shoujo? Kat, you like her? How many other works does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, she's got one going on at the moment. So you'd think, considering we already have like her previous 3, that we would also have, we'd get this one like a lot sooner than we did. (2021) Is there? What is it? There's no Wikipedia page. That sucks. But yeah, you think considering how popular her or shoujo is in general, that they would have picked up this a lot sooner. Because most shonen series get picked up within a year. Because they announced that they were going to start reprinting. They're going to start printing Chainsaw Man, Volume 12. Is it 12? Yeah, we're at 11. Volume 12. And it's literally been, and it's coming out, I think, October, which is a year later. And they did the same with Attack on Titan. They got up to the point where we was only a year behind. One Piece is also a year behind. But it's strange that other demographics don't particularly get the same love and attention. You think our stories are mid? Is it because we're getting older? Is it because we're not high school girls anymore? Or we don't know what it's like to have, like, you know, butterflies and love at first sight? Or maybe we do. Can someone tell me if this is a shoujo series or not? I've never really been a fan of idol series, either through anime or through reading. Just by looking at it, at the cover, it looks kind of like a shoujo series. It looks like a generic like K-pop or Japanese boy band kind of guy. Read Lovesick Ellie. I heard it's not great though. To be fair, you say one series is good, you're going to find somebody that says it's terrible. I guess I should just read all of them and come up with my own decisions. Imakoi? I have Imakoi. Imakoi is good. Although in saying that, I've only read 2 volumes and I didn't like 50% of volume 2 because of the sister. The sister was super annoying and cringe and I didn't like her. I don't like the older brother, older sister complex kind of thing. It's a bit weird. You know, I've got a younger brother and a younger sister, and the idea of them idolizing me, like almost to a sexual point, is a bit... Ugh. Who said it's not great? I'm not going to be outing people. You remember watching Love Live and a part of your man had died? Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it myself, to be fair. You should do a collab where you send me shoujo series. All right, I'll take a whole month off of work. You can send me whatever shoujo series you want, and I'll read it all. To be fair, I think all of the shoujo I have is mostly recommended by Yu-Geeky. I think the only one I've picked up that wasn't recommended for me was QQ Sweeper, which I got from somewhere. I can't remember where I got that from. But I got Requiem of Rose King from you. Although I haven't started it yet. Hopefully I have volume 1 in the post. Now I think out of everything, this is probably the series that I'm most anticipating. I believe Takopi Lands on Earth is 2 volumes. I think it is. It was blowing up on Reddit and 4chan, and its weekly viewing was ridiculous. I think it was in like 1.5 million every single chapter. Taizen 5. I don't even know who this dude is. It looks like he's a new mangaka. I've got no information on him. He doesn't have a mal or anything. Or does he? It's literally 16 chapters, 2 volumes. Hopefully VIZ can, give us some high quality. I can imagine he'll probably put on their SIG line. It'll be like in a bigger trim. That would be nice. You don't like the art for this one? It is a little bit strange. I'm trying to see if I can find some manga panels without like spoilers, but I can't really tell. Oh, that's why, because it's called Takopi's Original Sin. I think the story is a little bit deep and sad. From what I understand, it's not like Oyasumi Punpun kind of sad, but it's pretty dark. But I think this is probably the only one that this is the one I'm most anticipating. One I'm most excited for. Yeah, the original Japanese title is Takopi's Original Sin, but they've changed it to Takopi Lands on Earth. No, wait. Where's... Oh, it is called never mind. It is called Takopi's Lands Original Sin. Never mind. I was reading the wrong part. If it's depressing, I'm avoiding it. Yeah, I hear it's depressing. But it's only 16 chapters. So surely they can't give you that much of an attachment to the characters, right? Langston is great. Oh, it's coming in an omnibus as well. How do you know it's coming out in an omnibus? Does it? I'm too scared to... How do you know it's coming out in omnibus? If it comes out in omnibus, I presume that they'll put the second volume cover on the inside. Most likely. Maybe. Who knows? We spoke about Junji Ito recently. I say recently, earlier. I think every time there's an announcement, we get something new from him. He's releasing so many like one-shots and short stories. I don't understand how he has time for it all. I have not collected any of his stuff. I don't really like horror all that much. I know a few people in here don't. But I definitely won't be picking this one up. But one thing I will say is if they do a good job with like making it hardback, it will look amazing on the shelf with all of his other works. The consistency of it will look nice. It's depressing, but still not. Saw someone mention it. Well, I'd like to get 2 volumes, but if it comes out in omnibus, I don't mind. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not too fussed if it's in omnibus or two separate volumes. Yes, you miss out on the cover and the back cover, but they normally add it somewhere. He's like the R.O. Stein of horror manga, pumping out short stories like crazy. Yeah, he really is. I don't know how he does it. And I don't know how people keep buying his stuff and still find it interesting. Surely once you tackle horror, surely he's done like every single jump scare and like page turner and thought, yeah, I've pretty much done it all. So as the reader, surely you would get bored after a while, right? Unless you really, really like his art style. I don't know. No way, is he the writer of Reaching Us a Deadly Sin? I didn't know that. That's cool. Junji has the best at giving the worst endings to his characters. I'll definitely stay away from this one then. And then I think I'll probably pick up this one as well. I've been struggling to pick up Nana. I know they had a big reprint recently, but some of the volumes that loads of people are missing have already gone out of stock, and they just got loads of like odd volumes. I probably won't ever pick it up. Plus, I don't think Nana is ever finished. I'm nearly finished with Paradise Kiss, so I'll probably pick up this one by Ai Yazawa. I really like her art style, and I think this one came out 1995. I think I checked. But I really like her art style and her fashion sense and her storytelling, although I've only read Paradise Kiss really. But her storytelling is quite mature considering it's comes under as a shoujo. But I'll probably pick up this one as well. Definitely picking it up. How long has it run for? What's it called? Neighborhood Story Release. Let me look. Seven volumes. It would be a good idea if they did like just one big omnibus or maybe 2. Because I think Paradise Kiss is 5 volumes and it's like Duffus. It's huge. It's like. So I think it would probably be best if they maybe just did like 2 omnibuses. That would be cool. I think it's originally 7. Yeah, it's originally 7. 1995 to 1997. That's crazy. It's Rainbow too? What do you mean? What does that mean? What does Rainbow mean? No big omnibus, please. What, you got little baby hands? Zoe got little baby hands? Can't hold a little omnibus? Only time will tell. If they do a 7-1, got to be a hardcover. Yeah. But that would be super cumbersome, right? Like, too big. Why'd you stop? There we go. It'll be thick. Super thick. I think the biggest one I have is her Paradise Kiss, which is 5 volumes. And other than that, it's like Vinland Saga. Oh, you get anxiety in case the spines break. Is that why you? That's why you haven't opened up your Fruits Basket omnibuses, right? Then the way to get around that is to read it illegally online, or buy 2 copies, and then sell the one that you read. Bam. You think it's going to be a 2-in-1? If it's going to be a 2-in-1, that means the last volume will probably be a 3-in-1, right? Unless they put like 1 extra chapter at the end of every volume, then they could probably do like 3 omnibuses. They're too pretty to read. So yeah, for me, I'm probably going to pick up this and Neighborhood Stories, and then I'll pick up Takopi's Original Sin as well. Because depression is good sometimes. And the last thing they announced as well was a box set for Chainsaw Man. Hopefully it looks just as good as the French one. The French one looks absolutely amazing. I don't think I'll be able to find it in time. Chainsaw Man French. Box set. I think it was French. Maybe Italian? Maybe I'm making it up. Who knows? Now look at this. That looks beautiful. I don't think I can... Look at that. That is amazing. It looks beautiful. What? Yeah, hopefully we get something like this. I don't think... Actually, our spines look pretty good. But yeah, it kind of sucks that they didn't show the box. They just said, oh, we were getting a box set of this. And I'm pretty sure, was it Barnes and Noble? Somewhere in America. Some shop in America had published what they published? 5 or 6 volumes in one box set. So I don't know if they will continue with their box set or whatnot. But it says jaw dropping. I just hope it's as nice as the French one. That's all I care about. Books a Million, that's what it was. Thanks, Born. I'm pretty sure it was Books a Million. Yeah, and it was only 4, and it was only 4. I'd be surprised if they would even bother continuing with it, because I don't understand why you would bother collecting that when you can go for a nicer box set, right? I think this will be eaten up like crazy when it gets released. You know, the thing is that you can't buy new volumes of the Chainsaw Man Part 2 in case it gets box set. Yeah, and we don't know how long it's going to go on for. What is it? 2 volumes right now? And then like 3 chapters into volume 14. What would be volume 14? One of the small ones didn't sell very well. I'm surprised if they didn't, because a lot of the beginning volumes were very difficult to pick up. And that's the whole point of getting a box set, right? Because you get a bulk all at once. It'd be nice if this gave us the option to buy the empty boxes. Why would you want to buy an empty box? So you could put your singles into the box? Call it box set X box set. No, it would just be box set, right? Or box set times box set. Box set squared. I don't do maths. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I might pick up this. But I'll definitely be picking up Neighborhood Story, and then this as well. Takopi's Original Sin. Oh, I also said I wanted to pick up Sakura Saku. Maybe I'll do this one as well. Hopefully, the first volume doesn't go out of stock straight away. Do you like box sets then? I always feel box sets are weird. Because you buy the box... I don't know, maybe it's just me. What would you do with the box set? Would you stick them in your shelf or just like on top of your bookshelf? Your bookcase, sorry. And a lot of the boxes come in like Velcro doors. So would you have the Velcro door open so you still see the singles? Box sets go on top of the bookcase. I always feel like that's just taking up retail room, right? Am I crazy? It's just taking up more space. Box sets are great for storage. Are they? Box sets allow you to save shelf space? How? How? Surely they're taking up more room. No? You probably have the door open. Then why would you buy the box? Curious. You take the box set volumes out of your shelves to make more space and then display the box set up top. And then what do you put in the box set? It's just empty then, right? I missed the Dracula. Yes, I did. Here it is. Well done. What is this? Who is the mangaka? Quintessential from Shinichi Sakamoto. What have you done? Please tell me. Everyone likes a bit of Dracula or Castlevania. I don't know any of his other works. Innocent. I feel like I recognize this one. Maybe not. This came out 2020, so it's is it still ongoing? The thing is with Mal, they never update the volumes or the chapters or if it's ongoing or not. Where are you? There you are. Now surely this will get a hardback, right? I'm missing out not getting the box sets. I guess all the series that have box sets, I already have the singles of them. So I guess I don't have to worry. The books stay in the box? But surely that defeats the purpose of having the singles, right? I guess everyone's different. I know some people just display their singles on their shelf and they just have the boxes on top. Some people like to have the manga still in the box but then don't display them. Ark said that he'd have the door open and I presume shoved on the shelf so you can still see everything. But surely that would take up more room, right? Only a small amount. You just got all 4 box sets of One Piece. So volume 4, box set 4 finally came. You're not starting from the beginning though, right? You're gonna get the Toilet Bad Hanako's box set? Yeah, I was going to pick up some volumes a couple of weeks ago, and then I realised that the box set was coming out, so I might get that too. But the series is still ongoing, so how long are the stalls going to be? And hopefully the second box set continues the art, as in like continues the stalls, like the red toilets. Do I cycle through Mario Odyssey Kingdoms? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay, so you're going to start from the beginning. I hope you enjoy. Well, I say I hope you enjoy it. You've committed already financially, so you've got no choice, if you ask me. You're going to have to enjoy it. But good luck. If you do 1 volume a day, that will get you, I think it's like 3 months. 3 months if you do 1 volume a day. I believe in you. The first like 15 volumes are a breeze. You could probably do 2 or 3 in a day. By like the 20 mark, it starts to get a little bit wordy. Zoro? Is Zoro in chat? You would get lost. Oh wait, I just realised I didn't show up with Dracula. I clicked on it. I don't know if I had it on stream. It's here. It's called DRCL, which is, I presume, Dracula, right? Midnight Children. Yeah, I don't know if this one is ongoing, so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe. Who knows? let me... It is ongoing. It upsets me when I see that we're picking up... It's great that we're picking up new manga, but that's upsetting because we're so far behind Japan a lot of the time, and I'm never going to be able to find... catch up with everything. So every time I pick up a new series that I know is still ongoing, I'm just adding to the list. And my finances just going all the way down. Struggle of being a collector. Yeah, it sucks. You're getting too early, you don't always find the good deals. You're getting too late, everything's gone. What do you do? Pre-order list getting mad long? Yeah. And if you pre-order everything, you won't be able to buy anything on the fly because you'll have no money. Like I said, I think you'll have a great time then. If you loved it before, which a lot of people consider the beginning part of One Piece quite long and tedious. I know many people who skip and start at like volume 20 or like volume 8, 16, 18, and they just skip the first part. But if you're enjoying that part, I've got no issues or no concerns of you enjoying the rest of the series. Pre-orders ended you with many duplicates. But that's why you need a spreadsheet, right? Cake Tins could attest to this. Having a spreadsheet helps you organize what you've already pre-ordered, right? If you're just doing it off of your brain or, you know, just through your emails, it becomes quite difficult. Alexis Tezuka, does his stuff not get printed all that much? Like in terms of like volume? What was that? What was the last Tezuka work we did? Was it Tezuka? The one where all the pages weren't aligned. Pre-order means you get to speak to the post lady more often. You should let her move in. Or you could, they should like set up a post office next door to you, and then you have a little chute that just comes down and whoop, into your cellar. Bomba, yeah, that one. That's still in stock quite regularly, and at an okay price as well. I think it is anyway. All right. I think it is. Is it Manga Haul time? The question is, do I even have a Manga Haul? Is that amazing and handy? It would be. You know what would be cool? If you had like... Have you seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? At the beginning, the inventor that has that big long contraption that just cracks an egg. If you had something like that, that took the parcels and then slowly unwrapped them and took the individual volumes out and then stacked them away for you so you didn't have to do anything. That would be amazing and impressive. Hope they reprint I Am a Hero. I'd like to pick it up. It's the same guy who's doing Under Ninja right now, right? Yeah. Kengo Hanazawa. Right, I can close all these tabs down now and close out of the Discord. Under Ninja was interesting. Yeah, I picked it up. I'm looking forward to it. I watched a review. It was all positive. Hopefully it's not too many volumes. Actually, let me check. How many volumes is it? Under Ninja. Oh, volume 2 is yellow. Awesome. It's at 9 and currently ongoing. You hit 500? No way! Did you? Let me see. I don't think it was from me. It may have been, actually. Probably not. Because to be fair, I've had a few people mention that they've come to me privately and said, oh, I like your... They like coming to the streams. Yeah, if you're at 501. They like coming to the streams, and everyone always says that I've harbored like a nice community here. And I always retort with, I feel like you guys, although I love every single one of you platonically, I feel like you aren't my community. We are just like the manga community in general. Like everyone here watches everyone. Like most people here probably follow Caketins and Geeky and Zoe. And I feel like you guys aren't like, would you watch some other like non-manga creators who like streamers, YouTubers and stuff? They have their own community. I feel like I don't have one, but I just love spending time with you guys. I don't know where I was going with that tangent, but I'm here now. Yeah, so we had 3 people sign up in the past hour. Actually, no, not in the past hour. It was literally during my speech. Look. Oh, where are you? Discord? Bang. Rigo, Headphone Luke, and Yaji Black. Yaji Black, is that Born? Born? Is that you? Bam, bam. 500. So, Caketins, Himika, Geeky, get to organising some sort of event. Quick time. Snap, snap. Maybe you should do a 12-hour stream. A 24-hour stream. That way you hit all time zones. Perfect. Then no one will be upset. And you could do it in a rotation. With a sub UK manga community? Yeah, I guess so. You know what would be cool? I was thinking about this last night. During COVID, I got heavily invested in streaming. Twitch. Where is it? I can't find it, but there was an image of basically all the most popular Twitch streamers, and it had them in like little bubbles. People who did like IRL content, played Call of Duty, played like Minecraft, and then like all these different language streamers. I thought it would be interesting to make like a mind map of the manga community and just circle out how everyone is connected. And I feel like, because there's so many big American manga tubers out there. There's Boogie, HBL Manga, East Coast, and there's so many of them. And then you got like some of the smaller American guys. There's like Heartless, who does like his Otaku Tuesdays with Marge and everyone. And I feel like they're like their own little group as well. Not to say that they're like segregated, but you know, they stream on like ridiculous UK time zones at like 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I can never get them. But I wanted to maybe like design like a mind map of not every, because you can't do everyone, but like some of the most popular manga creators, just to see like who's connected to who. I don't know how I would do it though. And now that I've spoken it out loud, it sounds kind of weird. Nighttime viewers get the best of both worlds. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Are there any Australian manga tubers? You said we need more UK live stream content as sensible hours. Yeah. To be fair, for streaming at this time isn't bad because it's relatively early, like in the early afternoon, late afternoon in America, depending on where you are. The later we stream, if we stream to like 12, we hit their like dinner time, you know? Their nighttime is like, their like midnight is like 6 a.m. I'm definitely not doing that. UK Manga Tuber game night. Yep, it's me. Born is a resident American. You are American, right? I feel bad for whoever's Canadian because I always just default to American. I feel like such a idiot. Simply G? I don't think I know them. Simply G. Manga. I've subbed. I'll watch their videos. Chase streams at like 4:30. Yeah, it's so late. I wake up at like 5 o'clock from my cat, and I say, "Oh, Chase is live," and I click on his stream. It's like, "Hi Chase." It's like, "Hi D, I'm going now." It's like, "Oh, okay, night." Which sucks. Which sucks even more because when I want to get like, when I was doing the MangaTube 2020 video, I had to go through like some of his old live streams, and because I couldn't catch it live, I had to watch like the whole thing. It took forever to find some like good clips and stuff. What's my top 3 manga? I don't know. That's hard. Right now, I would probably say One Piece, Queen's Quality, and A Sign of Affection. Only just because One Piece will always be number 1 for me. And then recently I've been reading loads of shoujo, and those two have like really hit for me. One's romance, one's like supernatural. Which is, to be fair, Queen's Quality is borderline shoujo. Shonen, if you ask me. Yeah, East Coast a lot of the time last year when he was streaming from like August till October. Yeah, he'd start at like 11, 12 o'clock. And I would sometimes maybe stay up until 1 and watch him. And it was terrible for my sleeping pattern. Don't watch many US manga tubers anymore. I think some of them are quite, a lot of them have a lot of insight, and also they get a lot of early manga as well. So I know some people don't enjoy watching them as much because they're so much more energetic than people in the UK who are very much, a lot of us are monotoned, you know, we're quite chilled, relaxed. Whereas a lot of the Americans, they're proper their content is just so hyper. Not to say that's a negative thing, but I can imagine if you're like a chilled, laid-back dude or girl, girls could be dudes, and yeah, and you're watching like, I don't know, Boogie Snacks, who's like really in your face and high energy. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming for some people. We don't have the drama either. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we could start drama if you want. I don't like isekai. There we go. Now we have beef. We're so calm and chill. Maybe. I don't know about Himika. Himika talks like a million miles an hour. She is definitely not chill. Let's start beef. You what, mate? No, I can't start beef. It's not my type of thing. You practically smell his breath through the camera. Hey, leave my beefy breath alone. Isekai is all good on my end. You've got so much beef. Maybe we should all, as a collective, beef on the Americans. That would be funny. One Piece is mid. Sarah, I have now banned you from the chat. You can no longer talk. Ever. How dare you? Isekai's good. Isekai's fine. Oh, you meant boogie snacks? Oh, okay. No, Sarah, I haven't. I promise. It was a joke. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, I said I had a manga quiz. A manga quiz? A manga haul. And I tricked you all to coming in. That was probably the best thing I did. My viewers went up by ridiculous amounts. And it's kind of the same thing. I'm hitting like an average of like 18 people, which is like ridiculous to say. But I think I'm going to keep lying to you. I'm just going to keep saying that I'm going to do things. People just flooding in hopes that it will happen. And then it won't. If Cake Teen's got isekai'd, I think she would... she would probably be isekai to like being a librarian or something. Where she could like make her own manga and sell manga and have this massive library where people could come in and collect books. Sentence of a bookworm? Yeah, just like that. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Well, maybe I have a manga haul. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, I need to stop this now. This song has been playing on for literally 1 whole hour. Wow, look at this. 50%, 50-50. Someone else voted. They believe. Harem isekai, all the dudes from the isekais. Yeah, I think most people's idea of isekai is that it's just going to be a massive harem, which isn't always the case. You love the song, so yeah. I played the last stream when I did the manga quiz. I played like loads of copyrighted music. Not that I monetized or anything, but it just means sometimes it gets taken down or it can't be played in loads of places. So I just tend to try and stick with video game music, and Mario is always quite chill. So yeah, I try and stick to that. 12 votes for yes? That's crazy. So 58% of you believe that I have a manga haul, and 41% of you don't. Clearly, 41% of you were hurt from a couple of weeks ago. There's no Manga Haul. You saw the title, Manga Haul, and assumed that I would give you such entertainment. But once again, you have been called to my genjutsu, and I will not release it until I see fit. It's manga time! I do actually have a manga haul. Who guessed no? Now you feel guilty? Only once a month I will lie to you. You haven't heard this song in ages? It's a bop. Right, let's get my camera sorted out because it is very dark. Hopefully that's bright enough. You should be able to see everything. Oh, you use this and you got copywritten for it? That sucks. The YouTube copyright system is pretty impressive. A couple of weeks ago, we watched something on stream, and then the stream got taken down for like 2 minutes because I was watching something that I shouldn't have. Caked and she didn't believe either. I fooled you all once again. All right, let's have some. Yes. Katamari Damashi. Using all your videos for the first 6 months. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Especially when you're starting out, you think like it's really cool to have this song or music or whatever. And then suddenly you get copywritten and then you're not allowed to monetize any of your videos or whatnot. Kind of sucky. Right. This one has my address, so I have to be careful. So let me get started. So I think last month I bought loads of shoujo. This month I don't think I bought that much shoujo. So this should all hopefully be seinen and shonen. Hopefully, I think. A condition called love. Yes. My favorite shonen. I ordered this a little while ago. I saw a load of people in America picking this up just after Christmas or around Christmas time. And because it was a volume 1, it was a new series, I figured why not just pick it up. Has anyone else read this one? Because I think if this is just another generic high school romance, this will probably be my last one. Because I'm already reading so many high school romance series. I don't want to have too many. You've just ordered it? Never heard of it? I can't tell if you're lying, Sparrow. Or a pretty shonen. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think. What is this, Kodansha? This is what I mean. See, Kodansha's new logo. I think, Kate, you said that Kodansha are going to continue with their old logo on current ongoing series, right? Reading it this week? Sounds good. When are you reading it? Tomorrow? I hope so. Forbidden Planet cancelled your order. When did you pre-order it, by the way? Because I find that Forbidden Planet never cancel any of my stuff, ever. But when I hear people who have theirs cancelled, they've only like pre-ordered it a few days ago. That kind of sucks. Well, at least they're not someone. I can't remember who it was. Someone on your Discord server said that Blackwell's took the money from their account, even though they didn't have enough funds. That's probably the other side of things that kind of sucks. That, and then obviously just having manga cancelled on you in general. Oh no, Circle. What volumes did they cancel? Failed delivery. You clearly didn't have enough money in your account. Condition called love. Alright, so that's one. I think everything else is from Blackwell's. This is too hyper for me right now. Where's... Nope. There you are. My favorite. Right. Let me continue. Man, don't you hate it when you pull the tag and it just disintegrates in your hand? This one's pretty thick. Yes! Now I can finally start. I did say that I didn't pick any shoujo. And the first thing that I opened are shoujo. Wrecking with the Rose King. This recently just came in print, so I'm quite happy and I can finally start this one. I picked this one back in August, thanks to Geeky. And yeah, I've just been putting it off for ages because I couldn't find volume 1. I have no idea what it's about. Something about his history, politics, I don't know. Supernatural? I generally don't know. And then volume 4 of Dorohedoro. Recently just been picking up some of the early volumes. I should just really pick up any volume, but there's so many of them. To buy an order is probably against the rules nowadays in terms of actually just picking up the series. I think if I don't pick up some of the later volumes that are on the shelf, at some point when I get around to collecting them, I'm probably not going to see them again. See, I bought volume 1 of Dorohedoro last year, and I've only just recently started being able to see the early volumes in stock again. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so it's rare that it's not often that we get the reprint straight away like the Americans do. And then volume 7 of My Dress Up Darling. Have many people continued reading this after watching the anime? I know a lot of people enjoyed the anime. This, to me, has definitely gone down in terms of like how etchy it is. It's definitely more wholesome now. I think the first 2 volumes were definitely a little bit more raunchy, maybe even the third one. I say raunchy. There's just a lot of skin. But yeah, I feel like it's super wholesome. I think volume 6 wasn't really that over-sexualized. The sexiest part of the volume, I think, is just the inside of the first cover. You stuck on volume 3? To be fair, I've only got one now, 2 and 4. So I think I'm in the same boat as you, Langston. You've had it for 6 years? I will buy volume 6 off of you. Please. You refuse to spend more than £10, so you're waiting to pick them up. Yes. If they're being reprinted, do we know if they're being reprinted with higher price points? Because this is a... Man, her art style is so beautiful. Let's see. This doesn't say... This is the 7th printing. So they're still doing the VIZ bit, the signature line at £10, $9.99. And obviously you want to get it free for 2 as well, which makes it even cheaper. I think when I bought this, it was from Forbidden Planet and it was $6.99, which I think is well worth. You reading this week? Should we buddy read together? Yeah, My Dress Up Darling is pretty cool. Definitely more wholesome than the beginning of the series, which I don't really mind. I'm quite invested in the characters. I just hope, because of the popularity, that it doesn't continue for much longer than it needs to. I hope it finishes at a... I hope it finishes like in the teens. Early teens would be nice. Yeah, I think you're right, Lixon. I think I might have to just do the same. Buying out of order is what many people kind of suggest, but I never do, because I don't like having just books on my shelf that I'm not going to read for a long time, but then at some point they'll get taken out as well, right? They've been adding £1 to reprints. I'm sure we can all go through our collection and find old VIZ, standard VIZ size manga like Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump, maybe some even old shoujo series that were $5.99. My One Piece volumes are all $5.99. The first, I think, 20. The gold ones. Next. Ah, perfect. Witch Hat Atelier Volume 5. And I think I'm missing 4. I can't remember if I ordered 4. I fell in love with this one almost instantly. The first chapter gripped me, and I'm glad I picked up Volume 3, 1 and 2. 1 and 2? 2 and 3 at the same time. And I just binged them all over one weekend. I hope I can pick up the rest of the series soon, because I think with the popularity of the manga, when the anime comes out, it's just going to, I reckon, fly off the shelf. And I don't know, what's the print quality, not print quality, but what's the print number? It's funny, not everybody notes down what print this is. And Kodansha tend to not always do it. This just says first published in Japan, 19... No, it doesn't say if there's like a second or third or fourth edition. So I don't even know how regular these are, to be honest. What is her name? I don't know her name. She's like a... Is she the Genki girl? I can't remember. Or is she the shy, timid one? It's been so long since I last read. But the artwork is amazing. The story is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to reading more. And Frieren, such a shame that the mangaka is going on hiatus for, I'm not too sure why. Hopefully it's not health reasons. And if it is, I hope they get better soon. And this is another one I think people should start picking up pretty soon, especially with the anime coming out. I reckon volumes will just fly off the shelf. But it'd be interesting to see if we go up to Volume 10. I think Volume 10 just released in Japan. So depending on how quickly VIZ pumped them out. What are we on now? 7, I think, just came out in English. I've only just been able to pick up 5. It'd be interesting to see if they go all the way up to 10. And then if it's still on hiatus, what would happen after? It's a shame. This is like the second mangaka that I follow. He did a series, I don't think he's a new mangaka. He started a series in Shonen Jump. And he did, what was it called? Ruri Dragon. He had 6 chapters, 1 volume, and he went on hiatus for health reasons. And he hasn't come back. That was back in August. And in Japan, the volume sold, I think it's like the best-selling manga, shonen manga, I think of the year, in terms of like volume 1. And yeah, we haven't seen him since, which is really sad. Manga need to take care of themselves more often. And this one, I don't think I can open because I do not have scissors. Is Frieren worth it? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a shonen fantasy series. It's less action fantasy and more like slice of life fantasy. So she's an elf. She's super old. She's like, triple, nearly quadruple digits old, and she's lived a lot of lifetimes. And she watches her friends pass away in the first chapter, and kind of continues life. and it just follows her making like a new party, just walking around. Time is, I don't know if anyone's read Bakuman, but time works similar in this series like it does in Bakuman. They don't really say, oh, let's go here, and then the next day it's happening. Sometimes they say, oh, let's do this, and then like weeks can pass. Time for her just doesn't really work the same as everybody else, and it's done the same in terms of like the storytelling and the paneling. Sometimes a couple of years go by and you don't really notice. But it feels more slice of lifey than high fantasy, like I've heard some people refer it to. It's nowhere near that. But I think it's worth it if you like a nice chilled read. If you've read anything like Laid Back Camp, which is more cute girls doing laid back things rather than this, which is just like fantasy people doing cool things. She's an old elf, but she looks young. None of it's sexualized either, if that means anything to you. And lastly, we have... yes. Lost Lad London. Wow. Is this... I don't remember the cover being this poor quality. It's just shiny. This is one I don't see in a lot of people's collections. Lost Lad London. It's a detective like murder mystery series. I believe it concludes in 3 volumes. It's set in London, and the main characters... Well, the main character, the detective, he kind of resembles Luther, if you've watched the TV show. I would say it's like Sherlock, but it's not, because none of the characters are like highly intelligent like Sherlock is. Erin, how's it going? Long time no see. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. But yeah, this is really good. I was hooked on volume 1. The murder mystery kind of left on a cliffhanger, so I'm looking forward to see what happens. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just 3 volumes. But yeah, it's set in London, so it's got all the like nostalgic scenery that I've grown accustomed to in my youth. Yeah, I always find it interesting when Japanese mangaka go for something outside of their comfort zone, something outside of Japan. Surely they've got to do a lot of research in terms of like the accuracy of the world. But yeah, this is pretty good. Hopefully it remains interesting. Maybe I'm biased just because I live in London, but it definitely feels like I've been to everywhere inside the book. And then I've got a couple more. What is this? Dandadan Volume 2. This is another one that is receiving a lot of hype. I know some people were dubious of the first chapter, considering the context of touching girls, but most of the male reviews that I've seen have just spoken highly of it. It definitely has like an old 80s shonen, action shonen feel, sci-fi feel, but it's drawn by a zoomer, it feels. But yeah, I think it's good. Hopefully volume 2 will solidify, like kind of take the etchiness out of it. If you can look past it, I think the series is really good. It's about ghosts and ghouls. If you're into that kind of thing and it's shonen, I think you enjoy it. You're good? I'm glad. Yeah, it has been a while. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you keeping busy, but not too busy. Would I ever meet up for a stream with others? Yeah, I would. I've met up with one dude so far. We had an intimate moment over some coffee, talking about One Piece. It was great. It was kind of weird because it was the first time like a viewer had come to me and said, "Oh, do you want to hang out?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, cool." And I made a friend that day. But it was pretty cool. I don't know if I'd like to meet loads of people because, like probably most of you guys, I'm quite socially awkward. And the more people that there are, especially ones that I don't know, I probably just wouldn't say anything. But not saying that I want to. Let me see if I can... There is this website. This website sells IRL backpacks, so you can go IRL streaming. They've been out of stock for the past, I think, year and a half, and they've just started to come back in stock again. They are super expensive. Not to say that I would want to spend this kind of money to do an IRL thing, but I thought it would be cool. I don't have the money, so I'll probably never do it. But it would be awesome to take this out and just go manga shopping live. That would be awesome. But I'd have to choose a day where it's like the shops are open quite late. But as you can see, it's like nearly like just over $2,500. I think last version 6 and version 5, I think were like 1,900 and 2,200 respectively pounds. Probably build your own and have a lot of kit anyway. Yeah. They're quite expensive. The live view solo is really what's the most expensive thing. I think you can pick him up for like £800, and as long as you can get the modem and the battery pack, and you don't have to. The reason why it's so expensive because they go for high quality HD 1080p cameras, and the tripod as well that they come on, which is why they're so expensive. The most expensive part is the modem, the live view solo, but then what a lot of people forget is that once you get the backpack, you then have to have internet connection. So you have to pay for either dongle, or what most people do, they get like SIM cards and they just put them in, slab them into the modem, and then just run off the internet through the cell phone SIM card. But then obviously in the UK, I don't know what it's like in America, but in the UK we have like hotspots. Some networks kind of dip out, some others like are a lot higher. So you need to have like 3 or 4. So just to make sure it's got that consistency. But I don't think this has ever been done before, like a live shopping trip. I think that would be cool. I would love to do that. Yeah, not sure about, so Himiko, about the signal, you just do the SIM card thing. It would be horrible though. Yeah, Sea-Dog uses one as well. And it's super expensive, the upkeep. Once you buy it, that's one expense, but then the upkeep of it is quite expensive. It's a regular, like, 2, 3, depending on how often you stream, because you need this. You can get like cheap internet for like X amount of hours or X amount of data, but once you use it, you then obviously the stream would end. So that would be you capped out for the rest of the month. So you'd have to make sure that you get the most expensive one to make sure if you stream longer, then you'd have enough data for it all. The battery pack is pricey too. Yeah, but you can get cheaper ones. But this particular one that they have, their battery is it's quite expensive. What would I do with one of these? Just go manga shopping. I'd go up north. I could see Cake Tins, and she could buy loads of manga, and I could just sit there recording her and just farm viewers off of her, popularity, her clout. I'd go over the country, going to forbidden planets and stuff. I think it would be great. I don't think I'm that interesting of a person that people would be interested in my daily life. But if it was manga related, I think you could make it interesting. That's what Himika did. Yeah, just record Cake Tins. People will come. Stalking Cake Tins. All right, maybe not stalking Cake Tins. Record. Yeah, that's stalking, isn't it? Same thing. Oh, anyway, I think my cat wants to leave. Right. Sorry. Back to Manga Haul. I have a couple more books. So Dun 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 is next. And then I have Marshall. This is another one that I kind of hyped up earlier on last year because it's super funny. And then as people started buying the physical version, I was reading it, I think 2 years ago. And then as the physical started to come up, I was purchasing them. And then people were saying how the characters are really boring And then when I started rereading it physically, I realized that Marsh is the only interesting character. A lot of the other characters are kind of dull and boring. And the comedy aspect kind of dies down quite early, I think. I think volume 5, I didn't get as many chuckles as I remember the first like 4 volumes. So I'm kind of sad. And I'm annoyed that the editors made him continue the series a lot longer than it needed to be. He posted, I think, after chapter 100, he put something in Shonen Jump last year saying that he's going to continue the series a little bit longer. If it had concluded at like 9 volumes, I think it would have been a solid series. Now it's kind of gone to like the action shonen kind of thing. Kind of like how Dragon Ball was. Dragon Ball was super funny for 16 volumes, and then it went to the Dragon Ball Z side. Not to say that it wasn't good. I feel like they're 2 different kind of things. But yeah, it was definitely more action-packed, Dragon Ball Z, and this kind of feels a similar way. Marshall hit a slump in the tournament arc. Yeah, I think so. Way too much action versus humor. Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said, the first couple of volumes, maybe the first 4 or 5 volumes, had that perfect blend. The action didn't go on for too long. But then when they start adding new characters, and obviously everyone's a freaking wizard, so everyone's got to show off their cool moves. And then they do like the One Piece thing, you know, where the Straw Hats like disperse and they go and fight all the other bad like commanders of the pirate that they're facing. And then you have to see everyone's perspective. It never did that at the beginning. It was always just Marsh just punching people and ending their lives. Or not ending their lives, but it wasn't killing anyone. But yeah, now I feel like they added so many more characters, and it's just overwhelming. And it's kind of lost its original charm, in my opinion. Still good though. You like the headmaster, Dumbledore looking ass? And in their self-esteem, yeah, definitely for sure. He does like the Naruto thing. You know how Naruto talks to people and then they become good people. He does that, but he punches them and then they become good people. You've been enjoying Sakamoto Days more too recently? Yeah, I think it's a similar thing. Not in terms of like its story, but they're both action and comedy. I think Sakamoto Days, I don't know how they do it. Maybe just because Marsh, a lot of his action humor comes from his punches, and he can only punch so many times and have it be funny. While Sakamoto Days, because he's an assassin, he has all these different quirky ways of killing people, disarming people. His imagination is always running wild, and the fact that he's a 35 is he 35? I thought he's old. He's like 35. He's a little bit chubby. It's just comical just looking at him. Yeah, I think a year ago I preferred Marshall over Sakamoto Days, but now that I think about it, probably Sakamoto Days probably more so than this. And the last book that I have... Why do Black Lotus do this? Such a waste of plastic. One Piece 101. 102 is coming out soon. And this completes the full art of volume 99, 100, and 101 to make one cohesive picture. I don't know if anyone's still watching or reading One Piece. I have to spoil it for myself. I have to see what the ending is. Ah, it's not here. I'm sure you will know what I'm looking for. Next volume is going to be absolutely crazy. And it's a shame because they've kind of spoilt it on the cover. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing about... I don't know if it's just Shonen Jump or if it's just like Action Shonen series. Like Dragon Ball is notorious for it. Showing Goku's like transformation before you actually read it is a bit stupid, in my opinion. And they've done the same with One Piece. Something is at the front of volume 102 that isn't shown until like probably midway through. You can't find volume 100 anywhere? Really? No way, I don't believe you. Himika, thanks for chilling. You were here way too long than you needed to be, but thank you for chilling. Maybe I'll see you again next time. If not, I'll catch you somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah, I feel sorry for anyone who can't pick up the box sets. And good luck finding the singles. And I can't believe you can't find volume 100 anywhere. That is crazy. So that's it. Dorohedoro 4, My Just a Darling 7, Condition Called Love, Requiem of the Rose King, Witch Hat Tilia, Fenrir? Freerin, volume 5 for both. And then Lost at London 2, Dun 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 2, Marshall 6, and One Piece 101. Only 2 shoujo series. And the rest is seinen and shoujo. Shonen. Too many shushes. In the Discord? Yeah, with your 500 members. Get to working on that 12-hour stream though, yeah? Sounds good. I'll be there for the full 12 hours. Promise. So you have to head off. Take it easy, dude. It is 10 o'clock. I think I'll probably be ending soon as well. What is Amazon? One Piece Volume 100. What are you talking about? Look, it's right there. Volume 100. You can get it. Paperback. Look, $17.99. Which is 80p cheaper than the retail. Oh, 2 hours. Guys, it flies by so quickly. We looked at some cool manga coming up. I did a small unboxing. The Manga Dudettes got to 500 members. And now Cake Tins has to do a big giveaway for every winner. She's going to have to give away like half her collection. Or you could buy it used for £20. That actually sounds like a good idea. I like that one. Guys, it is the ending theme, which means it is the end of the stream. Thank you very much for chilling. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weeks. Oh, it's been so long since I've taken like a long time off of work. I need to take like 2 weeks off. Cactus, how can you organize to take like so long off during Christmas? Is it because you're not so busy? You're off, Ark? Dude, sleep fast. Take it easy. Cat, thanks for chilling for so long. You were here from the beginning. Thank you. You have 500 volumes to put away. You'll give them away instead. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. 1 volume for every person that shows up, though. Don't just give away all 500. Because I guarantee you, not all 500 people in your Discord are still active in the Discord. Thanks, then. Thanks for chilling. Zoe. You've already booked your Christmas holiday for this year? That's crazy. I'm just looking at these IRL backpacks. I might be able to sell a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just pay for it. I might do just that. How did I sound? Hey, I'm a member. I'm a member of the Discord. Not a regular one, but I'm there. All right, everyone. Take it easy. And I'll see you next time. Want to join but it seems like a lot of work? You don't have to say anything or do anything. Just join, let Cake Tins send you manga, and then leave the Discord. That's what I'm planning to do anyway. Bored? Take it easy. You must be finishing work now. Will, how long have you been here? I haven't seen you type once. You lurking the whole time? Alright, now I can end. You typed several times? Dude. I need to ban some people so not everyone comes back. I miss having like 3-4 people here so I could talk to everybody. It's hard to talk to everyone now. Alright. Goodbye, guys. Take it easy. Ba 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 ba.